Hello students. In this session, we will discuss about joining of components. By the end of this unit, you will be able to know about different assembly joining methods, know about cable joining methods. Torque tightening. Torque. It is a measure of how much force acting on an object which can cause the object to rotate. Torque tightening. It is the application of force on fastener for turning the fastener nut. Torque tightening and preload. The amount of preload created when torquing is largely dependent on the effect of friction. Principally, there are three different torque components. Torque for stretching the bolt, torque required to overcome friction in the nut thread and bolt, torque to overcome friction at the nut face. Torque procedure. When torquing, it is commonly to tightening only one bolt at a time. This can result in load scatter and point loading. To avoid this, follow recommended model for applying torque in different stages. Step 1. Tightening by spanner. Make sure that 2 to 3 threads expand over the nut. Step 2. Tight each bolt to 1/3 of the final essential torque following the pattern. Step 3. As shown above, increase the torque 2/3 by following the model. Step 4. Follow the above shown model and increase the torque to its full limit. Step 5. Make the final pass on each bolt in clockwise direction from bolt 1. Thread joining. This method pertains to the application and assembly of products by sealing the thread joints. When assembling pipes or threaded components, this method can be used by using thread lockers, retainers or thread sealants. Procedure. From thread joining of components, apply the sealing compound on the male thread. When applying it on pipes, start from the last two at the end of the pipe. Apply the required torque for assembling the joint. Don't over tighten it. Within 1 hour, assembled parts will be sealed. Electrical cable joining. Electrical cable joining can be done by simply twisting the wires and tapping of wires. Cable joining depends on the various factors, that is voltage, type of connectors, type of cable, type of joint and other factors. Key factors for ensuring safe and reliable connections are using the proper size of connectors for the particular cable, use of appropriate size of conductors for a particular cable, appropriate tools, stripping and cleaning cuts, restoring the insulation, armor and outer stealth, proper technique. Electric cable joining methods. Western Union splice joint. This method of cable joining is used for small solid cables. Step 1. Remove the insulation. Step 2. Bring the two ends of the wire into crossed position and then twist each other. Step 3. Wrap up the end of one wire around the straight end of other wire. Repeat the wrapping more for 4 or 5 times for joining the cables. For preventing the cable ends from piercing by the insulation tape, press ends of the wire close to the straight portion of the wire. Insulate the joint by using a tape. Rat tail joint. The rat tail joint is usually used in the junction boxes. It connects a branch of multiple circuits in the building. Step 1. Remove the insulation of the cable ends that has to be joined. Twist the wire to create a rat tail effect. Fixture joints. This type is used for making branches joints of small diameter wire to large diameter conductors, like used in lighting fixtures. Step 1. Remove the insulation. Step 2. Wrap up the wire and branch wire together. Step 3. Bend the branch wire over the completed turns. Step 4. Wrap the remaining fixture wire over the bent branch wire. Step 5. Do the soldering and tapping of the joint for safe and reliable joint. Cable joining by wire, nut and split bolt. Rat tail joint can be replaced by wire nut joining. The wire nut is generally housed in a plastic insulating case. To make a joint, step 1. Strip the conductors. Step 2. Place the conductors into the wire nut. Step 3. Twist the nut. This session ends here. Before we proceed to the next topic, let us do a quick recap. After studying this unit, the participants will be able to perform torque tightening, perform thread joining, explain various electrical cable joining methods.